Hi, everybody, from me, Brent Graham of goodforthegame.co.za, and welcome to this Tour de France Stage 3 betting preview. A reminder that we are going out on the Good for the Game extra channel, so if you haven't subscribed to that yet, please do so. And also like this video. If you do enjoy the content, it certainly helps the channel a lot. Let's have a look at what happened in Stage 2. It was a good result for us. Opened our account with the bookmakers with Mathieu van der Poel winning a brilliant stage. He was only priced at 16 to 10 now, but I guess the bookies knew something there. We didn't get what I would consider a brilliant price on him, but certainly a win is a win. And it was a superb ride. He looked strong all the way through those final kilometers, managing to mark moves, did a bit of work himself. And in the end, he opened up his sprint really early up that final rise to the line and held off a fast finishing Pogačar. Vingegaard, another impressive performance from him. He also attacked a bit on the stage. Bit of an ill-advised one, I think, at the top of the one short climb there. He was never really going to stay away. But what I like is he's trying to put Pogačar under pressure at all times. And yeah, that certainly makes, from a viewing perspective, it's going to make for an entertaining Tour de France. Some good performances there, guys who finished in the top 10. Alaphilippe, great to see him back towards the top in a major race. Right, let's have a look at the outright betting. Not a lot of change here. Pogačar still the 4-10 favourite ahead of Vingegaard at 18 to 10. Evenepoel shortened slightly again, back into sort of where he started at 11 to 1. He clearly showed today that he does have good legs. And yesterday was just a result of poor positioning by his team in the crosswinds. Similar for Roglic in that he shortened slightly, although his legs didn't look that great again today. I'm a little bit worried about Roglic, but we'll keep a close eye on him. Mas, there at the bottom of the list, is also going pretty well, looking pretty good in the early stages. The green jersey race, well, that's, of course, in full swing already. We've got Philipsen here at 35 to 20, ahead of Milan at 9 to 4. Now, Philipsen is currently leading Gourmet, the defending champion, by 17 points. And Milan, you'll see, is quite far back there, 40 points down. Now, as pointed out in the outright preview, there's not that many straightforward sprint stages here. Some of the sprint stages with 50 points are actually quite tough, like today's one, for example, which was won by Van der Poel. So I actually think Milan is really going to battle. So for me, Philipsen, not a bad price there. I fancy him quite strongly now, in fact, to kick on and get the green. And the man I think will probably challenge him is Gourmet there at the 9 to 2 mark. Of course, Pogačar can't be ruled out the way that he rides. Looking at the King of the Mountains, Pogačar is now shortened into 11 to 10. Not much else to talk about. Just two guys to keep an eye on is Schelmoser there at 16 to 1 and Michael Storer at 28 to 1. Storer hanging towards the back. He's clearly targeting the mountain stages later in the tour. And who knows, if he gets one of those, he might just look to try and hold on to a polka dot jersey. Schelmoser as well has also lost a bit of time and has the ability in the final week to keep up with the general classification contenders. Right, let's have a look at the profile for Stage 3. It is a pretty flat one. We've got to look at 4 there coming into the last sort of 20, 30 kilometers, but that is really just to have almost for the sake of having a point on the classification. It's 2.3 kilometers at 3.8%. The sprinter should have no trouble getting over that one. What are we going to see today? Well, we're probably going to see a small breakaway of 3 to 4 riders get 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes maximum and kept very much in check. There's a potential in the first half of the stage of some crosswinds, but there's such a long way to the finish. I don't think we're going to see anything. I know quite a bit of a headwind up at the final stretch. We've got a pretty regulation type of finish here, and I think we are in for our first bunch sprint. So let's have a look how the bookmakers are seeing things. Just a reminder, World Sports Betting do have that refund up to 5,000 Rand on a second place finish, and I was relieved to have that today, although we didn't need it. But the way Pogačar was coming at the end there, I was quite relieved to have that one, and had Van der Poel been pipped, we would at least have got our stake back. Let's have a look at the betting. We've got Merlier here at 35 to 20. Milan at 2 to 1, and then Philipsen at 33 to 10. You can get 14 to 1 and better the balance. So having a look at those top 3 in the betting, it is hard to look past those guys. There is always, of course, the chance of an upset. But Merlier, we know how fast he is, but he just doesn't, to me, seem quite to be at the top of his game. And Milan, things not quite going his way as well. His team are certainly going to be looking to set him up perfectly. But the man we know who has got the best lead-out rider is Philipsen. He, of course, has Mathieu van der Poel to lead him out. And I think he's going to be right there. I really do like the look of this man, and I think he's got incredibly strong legs at the moment. That's my bet on this stage. Pretty boring stuff, I guess, but in these early stages, we're happy just to try and accumulate a bit of profits if we can. I'm taking 1 unit on him at 33 to 10 at World Sports Betting. So we do have that insurance for second place again. Enjoy the stage. Certainly some excitement coming up during the week. We'll be back Monday night or Tuesday morning with a stage for betting preview.